shocking surveillance video capturing the death of a teenage migrant in a holding cell. Outrage is growing over the handling of his death while in U.S. custody because of what's on the tape and what isn't. Gabe Gutierrez has the story, and we have to warn you here, the video is disturbing.
These are the final moments of Carlos Vasquez's life. Tonight, this newly obtained video is sparking outrage about how he died in a Border Patrol cell in May. NBC News obtained the video from the Weslaco, Texas Police Department, which investigated the death.
Él murió de dolor.
His family in Guatemala is still devastated. More than 2,000 people turned out for his funeral. The 16-year-old can be seen crossing into the U.S. nearly a week earlier. He was diagnosed with the flu at this Texas processing center and sent to a quarantine facility. He and his cellmate are seen sleeping on concrete with Mylar blankets. For almost a half hour, Vasquez appears to be doubling over in pain. After falling to the floor, he then walks to the toilet where he collapses. Then a 4-hour gap in the video. Records obtained by ProPublica show an agent logged welfare checks, but the gap in the video raises questions about whether that actually happened. When the video comes back, Vasquez is in the same spot. The cellmate is then seen calling the guards, who realize he's dead. The video contradicts Customs and Border Protection's earlier statements that Vasquez was found unresponsive during a welfare check.
This child should have been transported to a medical facility or had a doctor come and visit and give proper treatment.
CBP says it has significantly increased the number of medical personnel on the southwest border in the last 6 months, and that it's still investigating this case, so it can't discuss details, leaving many unanswered questions about how this teenager died in custody. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.